SEO is extending beyond traditional search engines, and it's about being everywhere your audience is searching. And by applying SEO basics across different platforms and using AI to work smarter, you can make your brand easier to find and trusted by your audience. So I would say, think beyond Google. Search happens everywhere, and that's where your brand needs to be. Hi, I'm Tevfik Mert Azizoglu, and this is SEO in 2025 Additional Insights.
Tevfik, what's your additional insight for SEO in 2025?
One additional insight for SEO in 25, I would say SEO is no longer just about traditional search engines. Today's search happens across multiple platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, Maps, app stores, and AI chatbots, and we need to optimize for all of them. At SEO Sherpa, we actually have a term for this shift, search everywhere optimization, and it's about understanding where your audience actually search and making sure you show up on those platforms. So as a recommendation, I think we should focus on different search platforms with SEO basics, of course, to gain more visibility and brand authority. And you can also utilize AI and marketing automations to scale your strategy on different search platforms.
So you mentioned quite a few different search platforms there. Is that appropriate for every type of business? So for instance, no matter the country, the geography, or the category of business, would you still recommend optimizing for all of those platforms that you listed?
Actually, you can apply all of these recommendations for the different platforms for every type of business. But I would say this approach is especially important for local businesses, e-commerce brands, and service providers, definitely. And any company that wants to build stronger visibility across multiple channels.
Okay, got you. Okay, and it would be good to focus in on maybe what you view as the top 3 platforms or so, and perhaps cover the SEO nuances that are appropriate for each platform, what you have to do just to optimize the best for each individual platform. So you mentioned Reddit and a few others there. So which platforms would you pick out, and which elements of SEO would you like to highlight for those platforms?
Exactly. And that's a really good question. Actually, it depends on your business needs and it depends on your target audience. So I would suggest first map out where your audience is searching. How you can map out? You can check your Google Analytics for. You can check the referral traffics, where they come from. You can also use different tools like Hotjar or Microsoft Clarity to understand the behavior on the website. So for example, if you positioned one YouTube video on your blog article, and if you see the users are watching that YouTube video instead of reading your whole of your article and the text, probably you should focus on the YouTube SEO. So you can pick your top 3 platforms based on your audience and based on your business needs. And then you can apply all the SEO basics to those platforms.
And which metrics do you look for inside GA4 to determine the top platforms for you?
You can check many metrics. You can check the demographics from the GA4. You can also check the source medium traffic resources. Like if you see if they're coming from the ChatGPT or Perplexity, you may consider to optimize your content according to those prompts. You can do the keyword research and you can generate different prompts around each keyword, and you can put those prompts to your content within the heading or within the FAQ questions, so you can target them. But I would say the referral traffic is the best part for checking the search everywhere, to identify the search everywhere platforms.
And what about if you're working for a new business with a new website? How do you determine what platforms are likely to be best for you?
Yeah, probably. Let's say we have a mobile application, right? So we want to get organic traffic and the paid traffic, and we want to convert them. If I have a mobile application, probably I would focus on ASO, the App Store optimization. So I would start with the optimizing my title tags, subtitles, short descriptions, long descriptions on the app stores. I would also use AI to enhance my screenshots and the tutorial videos on the app stores or the Google Play. I would also create a YouTube channel. I would generate many YouTube videos to show how they can use my application or my tool or my product then I would also create blog posts to highlight the best features of that application. It depends on your needs, as I mentioned before. So probably you can start with the paid search, and for the organic, you should also definitely optimize your app store and YouTube channel. But if you are a local business and if you have a multiple brands, of course, you should focus on the maps, the Google Maps or Bing Maps. You should optimize. You can generate the location-based content. You can create more eye-catching images with using AI. You can optimize your content and titles for your different showrooms, let's on the Google. It depends on your type of your audience and your business type.
Okay, let's drill into the individual tools that you mentioned, or some of them at least. So with YouTube there, as part of the strategy there, are you just talking about building a brand strategy for YouTube? So when people search your brand, then your videos also appear in the SERP?
Yes, exactly. Because I mean, everyone is searching a different platform for different needs. You can also get more pixels and more space on the SERP with your YouTube videos, but you can also get more traffic and more audience from the YouTube search. If you optimize your YouTube channel and your YouTube videos with adding more specific keywords based on according to trends or the search volumes, if you optimize your videos with the end cards and the tags, so you can get more audience, you can be more visible on the YouTube search as well, and you can also show up on the Google search, and you can get more pixel because the organic search is, I'm not gonna say SEO is dead, but the traditional SEO is dead, but the SERP elements are eking our organic traffic day by day. So we should prepare ourselves for that one. That's why we should optimize our content, our strategy for different channels, so we can get more traffic with the YouTube videos on the SERP or the news, the Google shoppings, or the map views. So that would be the key point.
And you also mentioned a couple of times using AI to enhance your images. So how do you go about doing that? What images do you select, and what AI do you actually use to do this?
Yeah, that's a good question. I just gave that as an example, but of course you can do many things with AI, especially for the image generation. With the new feature of GPT-4o in the ChatGPT, you can create accurate images for your business. You can create thumbnails for your YouTube videos. What you can do, I mean, you can just pull the different thumbnails from your competitors, and then you can feed your data. You can train your large language model or your AI data set. And then you can prompt like creating more eye-catching thumbnails based on your competitors for your next video. So that could be really good strategy. And you can also do many more things with AI. For example, you can pull the consumer reviews from the Google Maps, and you can identify the pain points and the feedbacks and the complaints. Then based on that one, you can do the sentiment analysis with using AI, and you can improve your product or your service. Or for the Reddit, for example, you can scrape all the subreddits and Reddit articles, and you can understand the discussion around your product or the site topic. So you can ask AI to generate FAQ questions based on that discussion, and you can use that content for your FAQ content on your website.
There are many more things to do in SEO than there used to be. I'm sure 10 years ago there weren't as many things that you could do. So how do you prioritize what you need to do? How do you determine the activity that is likely to have the biggest ROI?
Yeah, that's also a really good question. If I already have a website with full of content, I would focus on the traditional SEO techniques. But at the same time, I want to convert that traffic, right? I have an example for the insurance website. So for the insurance website, probably you will have different service pages or different product pages. But at the same time, probably you have a blog site. Obviously, you will get more traffic to your blog site than your service pages. What you can do for the traditional SEO, you can internally link your blog articles to your service pages to convert that traffic, but it's not going to work all the time. But if you focus on the specific verticals for the different channels, you can convert them easily. So if your audience is, let's say, Gen Z, probably you should focus on the TikTok, because they're searching on TikTok and they're learning new skills from YouTube, right? So you should generate more YouTube videos on the YouTube to explain your products, or you can also target the side topics related to your verticals, related to your main products. So that's how you can increase your ROI and you can convert them easily, because from now on, it's not going to be just the increasing the organic traffic. It will be the converting them, and it will be the targeting the right audience for your niche.
And how do you measure your ROI? Can you measure everything in GA4?
No, you can't. I think that's the most important question, and that's the most challenging part, especially for the search everywhere. So what you can do, you can still check GA4, you can check bounce rate, you can check average time duration, but my suggestion would be for the search everywhere, you can measure success by platform-specific metrics. For example, if you have a YouTube channel, the metrics should be the views, likes, subscriptions, the engagement metrics, and average watching time and rankings. But if you are a local business, of course, you need to check the impressions and the direction request, or the getting the number of clicks from the CT buttons on your Google Business profile. If you have Reddit, I would say engagement and brand mentions. If you want to be on ChatGPT on the Perplexity, you should also check the brand mentions as well. You should generate prompts around your main keywords, and you should think if you are coming on those keywords or not. But in my current agency, we are working on a one true search metrics. So what you can do, you can identify the different search platforms for your client's needs or for your business need, and then you can put some weights for the different platforms. Then you can calculate all of them, you can merge them, and you can have one true search metrics. So when you want to measure the success, you can say that, okay, my impressions are going down on the Search Console, but at the same time, my views are going up on the YouTube SEO, on the YouTube channel, or I'm getting more clicks from the ChatGPT or the Perplexity results from the citation part. So that would be the best way to measure the success for search everywhere.
But if you're looking at metrics like views and impressions, then obviously that doesn't necessarily relate directly to a purchase being made. Do you attempt to tie these things back to some kind of purchase being made, or is that just impossible?
I wouldn't say it's impossible, but you can still check the assisted conversion traffic from the GA4. You can check the user journey and the funnels. If they are searching from ChatGPT and if they are coming to your website, you can still tag them and tag their session, and you can track them if they are buying on your website or not. Or for the TikTok, or let's say for the ChatGPT, okay? So recently they launched the shopping feature for the ChatGPT. So probably from now on, you will be able to buy something directly from the ChatGPT results. And probably they will have a collaboration with different e-commerce websites like Shopify for the purchase step. So, in the future, it will be more easy to measure the purchase part and the conversion part. But for now, you can just check the user funnels and the user journey. Then you can estimate the traffic and the buyer intent coming from different platforms.
Okay, so an SEO has used GA4, they've analyzed their audience, they've decided actually which are the optimum referring sources or modern search engines to focus on in terms of their SEO activities. How do you further enhance what you're doing? Can you use AI to optimize your strategy?
Yeah, I would say you should also combine AI skills with the automation skills. So if you know Zapier or Make.com or NA10, you can use AI more properly. I'm going to give you just one example for the automation and the AI. So what you can do, you can use NA10, you can combine with the SERP API and the AI agent. You can use Cloud, ChatGPT, Perplexity, whatever you want. So you can extract the data from the SERP results, and you can analyze them with your AI agent within the NA10, within the workflow. So you can create your content strategy based on your competitors. That could be one of the examples. But yeah, with using AI, you can definitely enhance what you're working on and your strategy as well. You can do many things for the content generation and the forecasting and the analyzing your audience, doing sentiment analysis.
What is the key actionable takeaway from the tip you shared today?
Yeah. In a nutshell, SEO is expanding beyond traditional search engines, and it's about being everywhere your audience is searching. And by applying SEO basics across different platforms and using AI to work smarter, you can make your brand easier to find and trusted by your audience. So I would say, think beyond Google. Search happens everywhere, and that's where your brand needs to be.
Tevfik Mert Azizoglu is SEO and AI lead at SEO Sherpa, and you can find him over at mertazizoglu.com. Tevfik, thanks so much for adding your additional insight to SEO in 2025.
Thank you so much, David.
I've been your host, David Bain, and you've been listening to SEO in 2025 Additional Insights, a Majestic series that complements the original podcast, video series, and book. Find out more at SEOin2025.com.